All right, so I'm just getting water. I almost missed it, but I'm reading the comments way over there on the TV, and I see uh, Alpine Warrior, Darlene. Hey, Darlene from Michigan. We've got Grant. We've got GM Outdoors. Silas from Green Hubs is in the house. It's kind of hard for me to see. Hey, Whiskey Adventures, how you doing? Brian. Hey, everybody. I'm just going to do one big blanket. Hey, Hammock Mountain. Derek Smith. Chris. Oh, my goodness. It's just going and going and going. All right, Brady. Man. Brandon, how's everybody doing? I hope good. So we got the fire maple kettle going. We're going to drink a little bit of, I'm going to get a little bit of hot coffee this time instead of cold coffee that we've done the last couple times. And I want to say Miss 2.0 is in the house. So she's giggling over here, but she wasn't feeling too good. We even made a bigger section here for her to sit so we could do that. Well, that's not why we made it bigger, but the last time we had that smaller chair and it was harder for her to fit. But she's gonna lay down over the couch because she wasn't feeling good.
I'm a viewer.
She's a viewer, but she's gonna do some of her comments. Keep me in line here. Tony, did you get crunch cake? Oh yeah, yeah. Darlene messaged me that she's got the Louisiana crunch cake and gonna be eating that while we're doing our live. So if you have a Louisiana crunch cake, why don't you go ahead and grab it? If it's too late for dessert, who cares, right? All righty. So we got a lot to go over. A lot's happened in the last 2 weeks. Like I said, I'm going to boil this water. So, all right. And I got the coffee. So a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. A lot. So just to give you an update, last week or 2 weeks ago, when we had our last live, someone commented, hey, do you think you're going to ever have a Facebook group? And I said, well, I'm not really sure how to do that, but I'll figure it out and we'll get one that week. Sure enough, after I got off, it was only a couple hours later, we had a Facebook group. So if you haven't gone to the Facebook group yet, it is up and running. So Facebook has Random Adventures 2.0, and then the group page is Random Adventures 2.0 Family. All right, so if you go over to the 2.0 Random Adventures 2.0 Family and just join the group, and there's things that I'll post on there and on the regular Facebook that I do not post on YouTube. So there is some extra content, in other words. All right, so wow, a lot of stuff's happened. So we got a P.O. box, as some of you know. And if you ever want to know what the P.O. box is, from now on, just go down into one of the video descriptions and you will see P.O. Box 188, Elysburg, PA, 17824. All right. And I went over to the mailbox only a couple days after I gotten it. And I went by and I videoed. Now, that's one of the things that's up on the family page. I went over and I had the camera and I opened it up and went, oh, no mail. I wasn't planning on there being any because I just opened it up. But then I went back yesterday and sure enough, there was some mail in there. And here we go. There's our first piece of mail in our box. And I want to thank the Alpine Warrior. He sent some chicken broth. He said he really enjoys this stuff. Or it's actually chicken bone broth. So 10 grams of protein. I'm anxious to try this. So I am going to do that. And then, obviously, that is going to be a warm drink that we're going to drink out on trail or out on camp, a stealth camp. And that will be, I'm taking that along possibly Tuesday. All right. So thank you again, Alpine Warrior. And like I said, that mailbox is a place where if you want to send me a card or anything like that, or a letter, you can send it there. We also have, my email page as well. So that is randomadventures927@gmail.com. So that's that as well. And I think GM Outdoors. Hey, GM Outdoors, I want to thank you for that sticker. I saw it before I went on, but I just wanted to remember that too. So, hey, and great video you put out the other day when you said you were going to the lake. Great job. I really appreciate that, taking me along and let me see that adventure. And I know you used the app on the phone because I know we had talked, and great job with the app. Definitely great job.
Derek Smith is only 2 hours away from you.
Derek Smith's only 2 hours away.
Meetup.
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to get a meetup. Somebody said hi. Greg said hi to Miss 2.0.
Hi.
Hi. She's saying hi back.
I'm typing right now.
Oh, she's typing right now. All righty. So, yeah, 2 hours away. I want to do a meetup, either north, south. I'll figure something out where we can do that. I'm planning on doing a lot more stuff like that. But just make sure we're getting ready. What's that?
Christopher Brady, is in.
Oh, hey, Christopher Brady. How are you doing? Hey, Scott. Yes, definitely. How are you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while. Oh, so Brian, you're in Harrisburg.
Yeah,
okay.
We used to live there.
Yeah, we used to live there at one time. So, yeah. So I'm looking over there at all the comments because they're too far to see right in front of me on my little phone. But Grant, GM Outdoors, great job on that, and very nice job with the editing and stuff. And I'm hearing us bubbling.
RIG Outdoors from Maine.
What's that?
RIG Outdoors from
Maine. From Maine. Awesome. Wow.
Pretty.
Yeah, and I don't know if Newfoundland.
Wow.
Nice. Man, I should come visit some of you guys.
Do a random adventure
Road
there.
trip. Yes. Oh, nice. So one of the other things that we did, now you may or may not know, I was able to start an Amazon storefront. So not an affiliate program anybody can do, but they said Amazon storefront. So if you qualify, and we qualified, surprise, but I immediately stayed up. I found out at 11:30 at night, and Lisa was wondering why I was so tired. The next day I stayed up till 6 o'clock in the morning working on that storefront to try to get that storefront built. So there's things that I am using that I can get from Amazon, or that I have gotten from Amazon in the past, that I've used on the channel and that have the 2.0 approval. So if they're 2.0 approved, they're on the site. Just like with the exception of this. I know this is probably going to end up being 2.0 approved, but this is a chili mac with beef. You're going to see a whole section of meals. Now, some of them I have tried, and some of them I'm planning on trying. So this is going to be on my next random adventure. Is going to be that chili mac. I want to see how that is. I think that's going to be really, really good.
Your coffee's going to be really hot.
Yeah, it is going to be, but I'm going to let it cool down.
Okay. B. Dickinson was up this way for a bike ride by Roaring Creek.
Oh, B. Dickinson, near Roaring Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you guys hear Lisa when she's talking?
If not, you can.
Yeah. If not, I will listen to what she says and then I'll speak it out louder.
Because you're supposed to answer.
Yes, Hidden Hammock. I want to come to New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes, New Zealand. I definitely want to come there. All right. So.
Pretty there.
Very. So I'm going to just turn this burner down so that I don't have to restart it. And I am going to get our blue titanium spoon. Oh, thank you, Hidden Hammock, for that sticker. Thank you so much, brother. I can hear her. It's quiet to me, though. Yeah, she's a little quiet. Central Pennsylvania, Robert Smith from Central PA.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, to stir this coffee. So this coffee, if you don't know, is the SiselKaffe. That is the premium bouquet geisha bean out of Panama, and it's got 4 herbs in it: gotu kola, chaga, organic Ganoderma, and one other one. I set them out of order, so I forget. But it's 4 herbs that are tasteless and odorless. They're added to the coffee. Bitterness is taken out. Only 2 companies in the world infrared cook their beans. And
Louisiana.
All Louisiana. Yes, yes,
Hello
yes.
from Louisiana.
Yeah. So if you, Alpine Warrior, I know you just got coffee, and that's, he sent me a picture. I posted that on the family page, the 2.0 family of him with the coffee, and he's been drinking it. And if you want to shout out quick, brother, on there, how you like it and what it tastes like, feel free to do that. Yeah, right.
Darlene said, don't burn your
Yeah,
tongue.
I'm famous for burning my tongue. That is steaming, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, okay, I will set it down. All right, so in this titanium cup, we're going to go ahead and get our dessert going. So this is about a teaspoon and a half of brown sugar as well as butter. And we're just going to put that into our titanium cup. And like I said, the Louisiana crunch cake is great all by itself. All by itself. However, we kick it up to the 2.0 style. And that is by, we've done pineapples, we've done peaches already. In fact, just the other night on a stealth camp, I did the peaches again. That was delicious. But our daughter Gabrielle had talked about doing apples, like something fall. So I have apple pie filling here, so we're going to drop that in there. And that's about, I think this is a half a cup. Now I chopped those up smaller. So no, this is not a cooking show. We're just making our dessert, right? All right. So
RIG Outdoors says he's a pastor, and my door is always open to you.
Oh, God bless you, brother. Definitely. Go on, send me an email, randomadventures927@gmail.com. And once you send me an email, I can send you my telephone number so that I can maybe get your contact information too. And everybody, go on to, I see green hubs up there. That's Silas. Now, Silas interviewed me a couple weeks ago. And awesome interview. He has that interview up on his channel. And if you want to hear how I came to know Christ as my Lord and Savior, and also Lisa and I, back in August of '91, go on and listen to that. That's my whole testimony of that time and event in our life that was life-changing, that's for sure. So that Louisiana crunch cake, I've gotten it out of the box.
Stealth Monkey says we need them in Australia.
Yes, Walmart.
Send him some.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah. Oh no, I guess
Email
you could
the
send.
address.
I guess you can send stuff overseas like that.
Right.
Yeah, food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
why not?
but I guess Camp Black
Individually
Bune
wrapped.
Raoul sent me
Chocolate.
from
Now, this is
Belgium.
nowhere as near as good as those chocolates. I can tell you
That Darlene, yeah, that interview was awesome. Very, yeah, it was neat. And like, Silas, you're a great interviewer. Yes. So that was very good. He asked me a lot of great questions, how the channel got started. So a lot of that information is in there. And I believe we were only like 45 minutes into it. So it's pretty quick interview. But if you can see this, I got the Louisiana crunch cake, and underneath the Louisiana crunch cake is that apple pie filling. No, it's I was going to turn it upside down like, hey, look, it won't fall out. Watch, it'll fall out. All right, so we're going to put the spoon up there. So that is the blue titanium spoon that I've got, because if you remember, during that Monroe Marketplace, I lost that one. All right, so Now we're going to turn that up a little bit.
Whiskey Adventure Louisiana Crunch Cake should sponsor you.
Yes, they should. Yes, they should. I'll tell you, I was there today, and I did post a quick video on the Random Adventures 2.0 Facebook and on the family page. Usually, if I do one, I'll share it to the other. Hey, Emma Brown, I just see you up there. I did that butter, and I did the butter in the video and mention you. Gosh, so you can see there's a Callaway hat here. I'll get to that in a little while. But on that video, Emma Brown, I mentioned you about the butter that we are adding to our dessert. All right.
Laura's new to the channel.
What's that?
Alora. I can't pronounce her last name.
Oh, welcome to the channel. Hey, I want to say welcome. Hey, Joe Lola in the house. Brother, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a little while. But hey, Joe, send me an email so I got your contact information, or get with, if you know Crystal's information, get with her to get my phone number and give me a call. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, mail call. I did that. We're excited about getting mail. And I do have some more. A couple of people told me I got mail coming. And Dennis is building me an alcohol stove. So that's going to be cool. A Fancy Feast alcohol stove. So we're going to see how that works. I'd like to try it. I've heard of it. Never tried it before. Yeah, I miss you too, brother. I want to take a sip of this. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's smooth. All right. So one of the things that you would have watched already that we haven't talked about is the abandoned grocery store. So that was a fun place. I had been there a year ago to the abandoned grocery store, and that's in the abandoned playlist. You'll see that. It's steaming. That's steaming. That's heating up fast. I'm just going to turn that way, way down. I hear that boiling. And it's boiling. Turn it down to warm. So our little titanium stove, the Dutch oven. All right. So at that abandoned grocery store, I was there a year ago. And during that tour, I hadn't really been hammock camping at all yet. But I looked at that post and the two posts in the grocery store. I said, that'd be, see if we can hang the hammock up in between there. And so this was all pre-stroke when I had done the abandoned grocery store. I wanted to go back and revisit it, but this time spend the night. So I don't do a full tour, like go on the roof and show you the second floor. My main goal when I went there was to do a tour of the inside of the building, see if there was anybody squatting in there. Not that I depending, if there was somebody there, I would have liked to talk to them, learn more about their situation, but I would have played it out, to see. So you got to be careful in situations like that. But no evidence of anybody staying there at all. But right before we went into the building, I walk up to, and there's a transformer right there, and it was humming. Now, I've been around transformers. I used to help install solar. I used to sell solar for a long time. And we would, I knew it was a ground transformer, but the doors were hanging wide open and it was humming. Now, I know stuff hums, all right? What's my favorite hammock? Right now, my favorite and cheapest hammock is this one right here, Miztli. Go on to the Amazon store. You can see that. That was $39. I have slept in that thing about 4 times now. I'm loving it for the price. Really, really good. All right. So when I heard that transformer humming, if you watch that video, you can see the concern in my mind. Now, I thought about reaching out and closing it. Hey, Dave, RVRN Chronicles. So I was going to reach out and close the door. However, it's a metal cabinet. And if those wires were arcing at all, the whole thing could have been hot. All right, and I could have gotten electrocuted, which that would have been the end of the video. You probably wouldn't have known because I wouldn't have been able to edit it. So with that, I decided that I would go make a phone call the next day because I didn't want them coming out that night. So I made a phone call to the utility company, which is our area is PP&L. Then they were having trouble finding the building, so there was a shutoff notice on the front door that had the address. So I was texting them, and then they found it. So I was at the hospital getting a checkup procedure done, and I left the hospital and had to go by that area. So I stopped real quick, and during that, when I stopped, I saw the PP&L truck pulling out, and I asked them, I said, hey, did you find it? And they said, yes, we found it. Are you the guy that called? And I said, yes, I am. He said, oh, man, I believe you saved a life. With that hanging open, we don't know how it got open. We're glad you didn't touch it. And you probably saved a life because there was 12,000 volts running through there. Now, that notice on the door was from 2020. So that power has been, and that building has been closed up. Nobody's been in it for goodness, at least.
That was someone's house that would have been turned off the very
Oh, yeah, if that was someone's house, that would have been turned off immediately.
Yeah.
But knowing that it was humming, there was just electric going out. So Random Ventures 2.0 saved the utility company a lot of money because there was probably, the grid probably just took a good bump. All right, so that was a really fun one. But I would probably much rather be in the woods. And I think as I was cooking, I talked about that a little bit. There was, it was just a kind of an odd feeling being in the abandoned building. But it reminded me of the apocalypse a little bit. Hopefully not
Walking
things
Dead.
to come. Yeah, The Walking Dead would have been a great scene for that.
Somebody said my wife and I have been watching, Time by the Tent,
Okay.
watching you for a few weeks now, and we are happy we found you, and I look forward to a new video each week.
Oh, sounds awesome. And just to let you know, every Thursday there will be, unless for some reason I can't, but it's going to be, Lord willing, let's say, I'm going to have a camping video every Thursday. All right. Every Sunday.
Steve's new video has dropped a little earlier. Has anyone seen it?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
So we'll have to watch it.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it. Definitely. So every Sunday, okay, if I'm not doing Sunday Night Live, all right, I will be doing probably a gear review video or some type of a small Sunday, just to give you something every Sunday and every, 104 people watching. Wow, that's good. And we got 40 likes already. I think that's a record for this time of evening so far. So if you didn't hit that like button yet, go over and give us a quick like and see if we can get that up over 100 here. So 42 likes. There we go. All right. So as far as Sundays, I will be doing every other week. So this week, next week, I'll probably do a gear review. Now, I dropped a gear review yesterday. So that was on the Mileseey night vision goggles. Oh my gosh, are these ever wild? They are incredible. So you'll be seeing these on multiple adventures. And in the video when I did the review, I lowered them by hand down in front of the camera. And the reason I did that, now it records and it also takes picture onto an SD card that's right in front here. All right. I did not pull any footage off of here and put it up on that review. Now, there's a reason why, and I don't know if that was a great reason, but I wanted you to see real time me lowering it, like it's dark, and then I'm lowering the camera, and now you're seeing the screen live. All right, so you know that I'm not doctoring it because you can see the outer rim and all that stuff. Now, if I was doing a review and I was a dishonest person or something like that, to make it look really nice, because it actually was clearer in the video than it is when I do it, because I'm shaking and stuff. And I wasn't real focused on my camera or on this, all right, on the Mileseey digital night vision goggles. So when I lower it, it's in real time, all right? So you know I'm not doctoring the video inside of here because it's live, and then I pick it up and it goes away. So if I were to put a split screen or something like that with an uploaded video, well, I can doctor that. I mean, I'll probably put a filter or something, make it look sharper or better than it was. So my honest opinion about this product, I love it. I really, really do. For the cost.
Is it on the video?
Huh?
Isn't it on the video?
On the video? What? Me saying I love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on the video. Go watch the video. I'm doing all this stuff. So
the ultimate stealth spot is the one that can't be found.
And
then Jess says,
yes,
it would be so cool to take a night hike in the woods with the night vision goggles.
Yeah, it would. Whiskey Adventures, I don't believe that it's 4K. You know, there is, if you go to that video, there's a link in the description that they gave me. If you go to that link, it'll take you right to a place that you can scroll down, up and down all the features, and there's a lot of bonus stuff that I don't talk about. There's a lot of technical stuff that I say in the video. Hey, I'm not going to get into all the technical stuff because that's for another time on your own. I would want to see how it works. That's more important to me than all the technical little stuff. But on that link, it'll take you to the site and it'll show you everything. I won't what I'll be using it for. I won't tell you what I mean. There you go. You should put it in bulk order for those binos.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Four-wheeling?
Four-wheeling.
Yeah. What made you want to start doing these videos? I've been thinking of doing it as well. I'm just not sure if it's worth it. Don't want to look like a fool. Laugh out loud.
No.
You will.
Yeah. You know. You know, just.
You get better as you go.
Yeah. So. My very first video was Coffee in the Woods. Now I talk
and laugh. No, just kidding.
So RNRV Chronicles. He's my best friend. All right, and we've known each other. I think Dave probably for 30. We knew each other before I knew Lisa. And we're married. We'll be married 35 years in a couple of days. This is our anniversary. I gotta get out and get something.
Oh, you're funny.
Hey, it's not camp time, but I gotta get the camp hat on. Here we go. I forgot to do that. So if you know, this is my favorite hat that our daughter's dog chewed up. So you'll see this on older videos, but. What I want to tell you is you're not going to look like a fool for doing videos. Apprehension is the thing that hinders people from doing videos. They're a little apprehensive. And if you're apprehensive, you'll never do it. So what I would tell you is go out, download the Power Director for your phone. Go out, shoot a few videos, practice editing. And don't make them live. Practice uploading videos. don't make them live. Make them and share them with a few friends. In fact, I was talking to a brother just the other day about this, that he can start now making videos. And if you're thinking about doing this, let me tell you, go ahead, start making videos now.
Despite feeling like a fool.
Despite feeling like a fool.
Don't worry about it.
Start making those videos now. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Scott. Start making them now. They don't have to be public because you can have unlisted videos on there. But what I'm telling you is you're going to build content and you're going to get better. And as you get better and you build content, even those early ones, okay? You look at my early ones, you'll see a progression. As you know, what March 24th was 1 year. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 12 plus 7, 19 months. So, so we've been doing this for 19 months, all right, with the channel. And someone told me, they said, whatever you do, don't stop. It's the people that stop that never gain any traction. Just keep putting out content. You're planning on doing it anyhow. Just do it, but have fun. Have fun. Do something you love. Do something you like. And then people will find you. All right. So build content. And then when you're ready, start releasing content over. Then you'll be like, say you've got 12 videos that are all unlisted. Well, week 1, release video 1. Week 2, release video 2. But then on week 13 that you're at presently, you're making a new video and you've got 10 in the pipeline. That's a great way to start. So that way, when people start finding your channel, it's not a once and done or a one-hit wonder. In other words, like, oh, that was a great video. Wonder if you guys have anything else. And then they're waiting for you to come out with something else. And then I always say you can have the greatest of intentions. You get up in the morning and then life happens. So let life happen and just start building a pipeline now. All right, enough about that. All right, here we go. So update, PP&L got it closed and it's no longer humming. And we're up to 81 likes. All righty. So the next video, which was just this past Thursday, was the Colt Mont beverage place. Now, I did a brat on the grill, and I know a lot of people were commenting when that ATV came over that little hump, and I'm sitting there in my camp chair, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me. We like deer in the headlights, both of us. And I saw his face like, and I was like, hey, hiya. Like, he's the guy in the camera. When I showed the front of the beverage place, he was the ATV, got out of it and side by side and then walked into the beverage place. But he came up a road, not in the woods. He was on a road. And if you remember in the beginning of the video, I'm looking at the ground going, oh, this is a trail and it's rained probably like 2 days ago, but there's no tracks. We should be good because it was like Tuesday. And I'm thinking, all right, that's probably not used until the weekend. Surprise. He left. I'm sitting down there getting ready to do my thing. And here he comes up over there. We see each other and I'm like, hey, I didn't know if I should move at that point or what. But I didn't want to go too deep into the woods. I just wanted to be just off a trail. I was down over a little bank that you couldn't see my fire or the top of my head. Yet if I looked up, I could see the beverage place. The reason I didn't want to go too far in is because unless it is a distinct trail, I have trouble with this leg still. I can't, like I'm trying to pick my knee up. Oh, I'm getting it there when I'm sitting. We're working on that. But in fact, in a video that I just shot, I don't usually show me falling, but I didn't film me falling, but you're going to see something in the video in 2 weeks. That's pretty cool. Well, I don't know, it's cool, but oh well. But in that video of the beverage place, I made the brats because someone said, hey, that sauerkraut you made would be great on with brats on that grill. So I think it was Madison Labs. I don't know if you're on tonight or not, but I believe it was you that said that would be something to cook on there. And so that's one of the things that I did. Now, on that video, you're going to see, if you didn't watch it yet, a crazy amount of different angles. A lot of angles with the camera. And there's a point where I set it up, I'm saying, okay, because it rained, all the wood or twigs or branches that were on the ground were wet, and I didn't want to produce a lot of smoke when I cooked those. So I was saying, oh, let's look in the trees for branches that fell out of the trees and maybe got hung up, and we can grab it and pull it down, and then we'll make that for our fire. All right, so I set the camera up for the next shot. And I said, hey, let me walk over there and show you what I'm talking about. And I set the camera up, and then I hit a button. Now, I didn't know what I hit, and I didn't realize it at first, but watch the video. You'll see it looks like somebody's filming me. And I'm walking towards the tree, and then all of a sudden the camera zooms in on me. And then I reach up to pull this branch out, and then it zooms back a little bit just to get me in frame. And then as I'm walking back, it's zooming wider, so I'm getting bigger, and then it's zooming in crazy. And after I film something, I always look, because in the early days, now if you're just starting out, you'll probably have this happen to you like me. I thought I hit record, and I end up hitting stop because I was recording the whole time. I set the camera up, and if I didn't look at it, well, I had just footage of me setting the camera up, and then I hit play, but I actually hit stop, and I lose all that footage. So one of the things that I do now is I'm always looking right after I film something just to see, did I get it? If not, because I have already, I have to refilm it. Or I'll watch it and I wasn't in frame enough, and then I'll delete it and then adjust and then redo it. So even though it's going in progression, there's a lot of camera movement. And I did a lot on this one. In fact, when the camera did that, when I watched it, I was like, what in the heck is happening? It's zooming in and zooming out. And so it took me about 10 minutes going through, looking at stuff. And I found the button I hit. Now, I didn't know what it was. All right. But I said for the rest of the video, you're going to see it zooming in and zooming out like somebody's with me. Nobody's with me. It's a function. So then I called RNRV Chronicles, and Dave's got a Samsung phone too. We looked it up, and he goes, hey, that was a auto centering button. So I hit the auto centering button, and here, auto centering. It tried to center me. And on the video that's coming out not next week, the week after, I have a lot of fun. I'm just out there laughing. I'm not going to spoil it, but you'll know. That one's going to be called Abandoned Coal Bank. I go to abandoned coal area.
Rig outdoors.
Yes.
It does get better. As far as leg movements, I had 2 strokes over the course of 20 years, and I got full movement back.
Oh, awesome. Awesome, Rig Outdoors. I don't know if anybody's reading comments, but he had just said he had 2 strokes. Lisa just read that to me. He gained, it says it does get better, and he has gained full movement back. So, hey, we're looking forward to that, right? Until then, we're going to just keep working at it. Every day, you got to keep doing something. All right. You know what I didn't do? I just looked down. I had cinnamon. I'm going to give that a little sprinkle. Little bit of cinnamon that I wanted to put in that. Ooh, that's nice and warm. Still, I just don't want to eat it yet. All right. So the I had on that too. I posted on the family. Hey, Rachel. That's our daughters up there. Yeah, it's your father and Stephen. So Willow and Hunter, say hi. Hey, Willow and Hunter are our grandkids, 2 of them. So hey.
Hi, Hunter, Willow.
I love your positivity. Thank you very much, Scott. So on the when I'm filming that, I did post something on Random Adventures Facebook. Like I said, there's things that I put on there that I don't necessarily put on YouTube. Now that camera, when I'm setting the hammock up, there was a old cicada skeleton. You know, it's a skeleton shell. Hey, we're up to 93 likes. Woohoo! So there was a skeleton of an old cicada. Now they've been gone for months, and all the shells that were attached to trees a lot of times are gone too. But as I was going to set the camera up, I found one that was hidden underneath of a branch, so it was protected. And because it was protected, just saw something. My brother in Iowa turned me on to Steve and eventually led. Hey, awesome. Thank you, James. Yeah, so the camera angle on that one, you'll see it's a short, very short clip. I showed a longer clip in the Random Adventures Facebook page, and the reason I showed a longer one because I thought it was such a neat shot angle, but the skeleton of that cicada is in focus, and then you see me blurred out in the background walking up to the tree and putting it on. Just that's some of the stuff that I really love about filming. And as you're getting started, you know, look for the little things that makes a huge difference. At least I think it does in videoing, in those quick transitions. But the ATV and I, yes, we surprised one another. And then we went to go buy a step 2, as Steve would call it, camping with Steve. It was his birthday, September 10th. So happy birthday, Steve. Belated if you're just hearing this now. But happy birthday, and we're all thinking and praying for you as well. Continued prayers. And I know a lot of people are messaging me all the time asking if I have any updates. I don't. But I believe the last update I had was what Catherine had posted on that video. And I pinned it to the top. All right. So let's see. Camera, auto center. Okay. So it was auto centering. So when I go into the store, the cashier, it was close to closing, very close to closing. And they were in the office. So I thought, oh, they were probably doing book work and stuff like that. So that gave me a lot of opportunity to walk around, look at the store, and move the camera around and reset it and then act like I was looking at things and walking. So that was great transitions all the way back to the cooler where I put detached the phone from my tripod and set it in the cooler and then reached up, grabbed it, pulled it down. Okay. So anyhow, then we went and sat on the picnic table, which we cooked breakfast. So we had pancakes in our new griddle. I guess that would be called a griddle or just a pan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a pan. This is on the Amazon store because I got it from Amazon. So this is in the cooking gear section. Like I said, there's cooking gear, lighting, and several people have bought stuff. I know Alpine did. Somebody you're going to possibly meet soon told me he did it. Meet on a video. It's an old coworker of mine that reached out to me. His name is Chris. I don't know if he's on tonight on the comments because he's a new subscriber. He just found me on Facebook. Hey, Scott, thank you very much for that. So just found me on Facebook, and but he got one of these old bulbs and things, and I know a couple people have done that, and The lighting, I think they both got the headlamp, the AMA headlamp that you can wave at, which you saw on the, well, you would have seen it on a couple of the last videos, because that's my go-to headlamp now. All right, so I am going to get this off here, turn this off.
Biscuits and gravies, Jess may do.
What's that?
Jess may make biscuits and gravy.
Oh, biscuits and gravy. Hello.
Pepper, she has an envelope of pepper gravy mix.
Oh, that sounds really, really good.
In the cold, that would be good.
Yeah. With an envelope of, pepper and gravy mix. Liking it. I am liking it. So, ooh, that's nice and warm. Very warm. Good. All right. So we know that this is on the chin. That is, the spoon is, I think, the titanium cups. So you'll see all the stuff that I use to cook with on there. Now, I don't want to jump ahead to my newest videos. So what do we got? Alrighty. Oh, you will see some clothing on there that I haven't yet did a review for, but I've been playing with it. All right, and that would be in the background here. Right here is a heated jacket. It's, DeWalt. They have a heated jacket. This is by a company, Dewbu, D-E-W-B-U. So I have a jacket. It's got 2 chest panels. It's 12 volt. Got arm heaters for the upper arms that will heat the blood going down the fingers. And then also a large panel on the back. So my thought is I would use that in the hammock at night. 98. Alrighty. So we got 98 thumbs ups. Are we going to get over 100? Oh, 99. Do I hear? Hey, 98, 98, 98, 99, 99, 99. Going once, going twice. Do I hear 100? Oh, okay. I was auctioning. Lisa's like, what? Stick to my thing. All right. She's going to keep me in track. Hey, 102. Hello, sold. No.
Oh, don't say that. Sold.
No. Okay, so we got Amazon storefront. Let's see. Oh, electronics.
Heated socks on Amazon, too.
Oh, heated socks. Yes. I'll have to
get
me a pair.
Jess, did you ever try them? I guess you didn't.
You know what? When I did my very first overnight, which is that...
Rachel was the 100th one.
Oh, yay. Hey, Rachie. All right, so I see 107. Oh, wow. Yeah. It just changed for me, Dave, to 107. Hey, Darlene, good, 107. Hey, Jess, all right. So, you haven't tried them yet? No.
What you thought of it? Let us know.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I ever get a pair... I will definitely use them because I've noticed that when I did that hammock, my first ever overnight hammock was during Snowstorm Izzy. So that was a snowstorm that came up the coast January or February. It was 18 degrees. It was supposed to snow, but it was going to warm up overnight. That was my very first hammock camp overnight ever.
Worried you were not going to come back.
Yes, Lisa was worried I was not going to come back. In fact, she called me at one point and said, "Hey, what are the passwords for all of our for the bank account and stuff?" So I said, "Don't worry about it. It'll be fine." I said, "I'm coming back." She goes, "Well, come back now." I said, "I can't. And the roads are too bad." Plus, I had my hammock set up. I had the whole setup.
Bundled up.
And really weird at the end of that video the next morning, a person, tire tracks pulled right up to the bumper. And, must be.
Jess lives in southern Arizona.
Oh, Jess.
Can we camp on
yeah.
the yard?
And RVN Chronicles is going back out to Arizona.
Cacti?
My one friend, Lester, is out in Arizona right now. He's a fellow prospector, Lester Latrobe Sr. He is a gold prospector, and he just posted a video that he had some gold in the pan out in Arizona. So he was on a mountain stream out there, probably more north, not in the desert. All right, so... I know. Oh, look at that steam going on. That might be too hot to eat, done.
Yeah,
So this
you
is.
always make it.
I know. Well, it was cooking and baking. Oh my goodness. Do you want to taste it? Huh?
I don't know. You can taste it. That's hot.
Mm-mm.
No, not too
Hot, hot.
I told you. Where's your water?
Right here.
Is it good?
Oh, that is good.
Good. You should put oats on top next time.
I was thinking of opening up oatmeal in there and putting that in first. And then putting the brown sugar and butter.
Well, I don't know about oatmeal in there, but like
Some oats, just oats.
You know how?
Oh, yeah.
Crumbly top or something.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was drinking water. So I was going to have to rush off of here tonight because the company wanted to do a phone call. And they were around the world, halfway around the world. So it was going to be 10 p.m. for me. It was going to be 10 a.m. for them. They wanted to talk tonight about a product that I'll talk about when we get it all finalized. But it is going to make some ability for me a little better. And I will talk about that more in the coming days. Instead of tonight, they contacted me last night and said, hey, can we make it happen last night? And it was late. It was about 11:15, 11:30. So we got on the phone, started talking, and things are looking really promising. They've got to do a few more, talk to the team, and then get back to me maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of this upcoming week. So I think it went very, very good. Very good. And I know the person that I was talking to said they have been watching the channel for a while. And regardless if we do anything together, she's very supportive and has been enjoying the videos. And she's hoping that she can have enough influence to make this happen because she really can see that is going to make our adventures way to the next level. All right. Somebody asked me why it's called 2.0. Was there a 1.0? I don't know if I answered that on the comment yet, but I'm going to. And I'll answer it here too. Just to let you know, when we started the channel back in March of 19 months ago, so a year, March ago, it was just random adventures. And I would tell people, hey, go on and look me up, Random Adventures. Well, they would try, and 9,000, I couldn't even find my channel because 9,000, hey, Grave Digger. So 9,000 Random Adventures would pop up because everybody's going, hey, I'm going to take a random adventure today. We did a random adventure. So that would always flood, whether they did it in the title or somewhere in the description. So I decided to go 2.0. And when I think about it, that was way before I even came up with the 2.0 hand signs, which I did that on the way to a gold panning place that I was going to. I was like, 2.0. And that was right around November of this last year. It was right before hunting season. Oh, and that reminds me, this Saturday, hunting season starts. So if you're going to be out hiking or out in the woods, be very conscious. Go ahead and put some form of orange on. Don't worry about, if you're stealth camping, I would choose not to go into the woods unless you've got orange during the day. And then at night, you don't have to wear orange. But deer are colorblind from what I understand. So that's why I don't know why camouflage isn't orange. All right. So anyhow, that's that. So this is very good. So we have done peach, we've done pineapple, and now we're doing apple.
Next, coconut.
Oh, coconut. You know what? I did see coconut, those little dole, it was coconut water and pineapple, mango, and peach. Tropical one.
Marshmallows and chocolate on the top.
Oh, yeah, marshmallows and chocolate. I need a couple more supplies, but I'm ready by then. Yeah, so I have in the storefront, I've got, like I said, a lot of meals that I have tried, uh, and I posted them on the store. If you can buy them from the storefront, it doesn't cost you any more, and it really helps me out. You know, it helps me out too.
Bye, Dave.
What's that?
Dave left and Chris left.
Okay. All right. Bye, Dave. Bye, a couple people. If you got to jump off, jump off. That is fine. And let's see. Okay, storefront milk. Okay, I want to give a couple shout out. Oh, hey, today I got my very first ever Buy Me a Coffee membership. So a gentleman by the name of Doug W. Became a member on Buy Me a Coffee. So he became an RA 2.0 1 cup a month member. So we have our very first Random Adventures Buy Me a Cup of Coffee member. Because there is memberships on there if you want to continually support the channel on a regular basis.
GM Outdoors. Hey, Tony. My wife, Megan, says hi.
Yes. Hey, Megan. Yes, we talked on the phone when I was talking to Grant. Hey, everybody. And like I said, great video. Really enjoyed that video that you guys made. And I would love to come down and go on that lake, because from what you were telling me, that lake has some pink areas on the map where you can stay like on a little island for like 14 days before you have to leave.
Fishing with a bow.
Yeah, fish with a bow. Yeah. I've got a compound bow. Now, our one daughter and son-in-law, they have a Instagram, Shaker Outdoors, and they've been bow fishing down on the Chesapeake a couple times for different things. So yeah, I bow fished right out of high school. Me and a friend went bow fishing one time. Man, it was fun. And the very first fish I ever shot, he shot and I shot the same one at the same time. It was the first fish we ever shot, and our arrows crossed in the back of that fish. It was a fall fish on a little back creek off the Susquehanna River. Long time ago. All right, so I want to thank Doug, and in Doug's message, he said, hey, I want to keep you stocked in Yingling, that he's from the area. He likes that he's seeing places that I'm going to, that he maybe passes every day, said in his comment. But believe it or not, he works at Yingling because part of his email had Yingling in it, which was really awesome. All right. And Doug, I don't know if you're here tonight or watching, but maybe you and I can get together sometime soon. All right. Oh, you love bow fishing. Yes, Rig. Definitely lots of fun. All right. Showing 117. Yes, it is. Wow. All righty, Chris. Nice. Okay. Now, for Buy Me a Coffees, I want to thank a couple people. So Crunch Cakes, I've got a little bit of a stock here. I've got a little bit more that I can get, but I didn't want to buy them out all today. But Alfred, thank you for the 5 Crunch Cakes. Let's see. Bob, Chris, and Possum Buck, thank you very much for the coffees. Multiple coffees, I would say. Thank you so much. And GM Outdoors, Grant, thank you for the message in there that you contributed for that drone. Thank you very much. And then someone also in the message said for a drone. And then someone also blessed me through the mail for the drone. And I am going to say the drone is ordered. So, and I wanted to order a few more things with it. I went out on a limb and did that. And I'm thinking, well, I wanted to get an extra battery. Probably user error. a couple extra rope drone blades because I don't know if how well I'll be able to fly it in the beginning. And I don't want to be out of those things. And then upgrade the lens was an upgrade to a 4K. So I am drone, I don't want to say envious, but I've always loved the applications of drones in some, I think that takes it just a little bit more of another level. And what we're all about here is 2.0 is also stands for second level. Not just a random adventure, but a random adventure on the next level or 2.0 level. Speaking of next level, if you go on to the shirt shop and spread shirt, you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we got the Crunch Cake shirt, the Random Adventure shirt, the Staying Stealthy, the Alrighty. Count how many times I say that one night, right? So we've got multiple things, carabiner and rock climbing designs on there. But if you go on there, there's a premium shirt. I think this one's a premium, and it feels nice. But I really like the brand Next Level, and that is on some of the shirts. It's called Next Level. And I did wear this sweatshirt in a video. Yeah. No, I don't know if I did or not. Oh, yes, I did. On the Mileseey night vision goggles video, I wore that. All right.
What kind of drone did you get?
Oh, it's a Tactical X. It's someone had sent me a link because they had it already. But if you look up small drones on the web browser, small drones, it's Tactical X is the name. So that's the drone that I ordered. And they say it's a small drone. All right. In New Mexico, caught a crawfish. What's my brother's name?
Hotel room with lemon juice.
Oh, really? Oh, awesome. Seafood herb mix. Nice, Miss Dash. Oh, man, Jess, you're way out there. That's really cool. Yeah, yes. We've already caught flounder down at the shore. Yeah, Lisa's dad and I had gone fishing when we were down at Ocean City. We caught flounder, and we actually filleted it, and then we squeezed lemon juice on it in the hotel room and cooked it in lemon juice. Very, very good.
Oh, ever thinking of doing a truck stop stealth camp?
Four-wheeling, yes. That is on the agenda. So we have a Subaru, and I'm already thinking of using that to do overnight this winter, camping in the back of that a couple times. We've got the Hummer. So when I was out just the other night, I was filming with the Mileseey. I pulled up to a field and I went to put the Hummer in park, and it got to reverse and it just stopped. 120, wow. It just stopped. I couldn't get it in park. I was stuck in reverse. So I actually got it to back up, thinking I could jam it up forward, and I couldn't get it out of park. So I had called my friend. I was over visiting that friend, the old co-worker I was telling you about. We worked together about 6 years ago. Like I said, I'm getting ready to do a camp with him. It's not really going to be a stealth camp. It's more of a, we're going to talk a little bit about some survival things that he's learned. But I was visiting him earlier in the day, and I called him quick. And he came over and picked me up. And then we went and picked Lisa up because she was at work. And then he drove us all the way home. And we ended up leaving the Hummer there with the four-ways on. 12 and a half hours later, which they were supposed to come within 30 minutes, our insurance company got a tow driver and picked it up and then took it. So we are short a vehicle right now. We're just down to the one car. So I know he said if we go out this week, he's going to come pick me up. All right. But the Hummer, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm hoping it's just a link that dropped or something in the gear because it won't come out of reverse. And I had to take the keys out, turn it off. And then I knew once I turned it off, there's no way it was going to start again because you got to put it in park. And I couldn't get it in park, so it couldn't start. All right. So we got that. Okay. So upcoming, let's see, upcoming videos. Okay. Amazon storefront. Does anybody have any questions for me? Maybe something about one of the past videos that you had a question about? Something along those lines?
What you want to see in the future?
What you want to see in the future?
Recipes.
Oh, recipes. Oh, this is really good. Very good.
Whipped cream. No.
Oh, huh?
What?
I have vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
A little thing of vanilla ice cream in the freezer.
You're kidding.
No, I got ice cream. I forgot I got ice cream. So that's because when we said we were going to do the apple pie, someone commented, well, you got to have vanilla ice cream. I think it was Emma Brown.
Was it?
I think so, because the gear teeth got worn. Could be just the shifter. Yeah. I hope it's something very cheap.
It wasn't her. She said.
And very nice. Gourmet camp. Love to gourmet camp. Yeah. Oh, okay. Not you. Ever want to? What's that? Gourmet camp. Backpack. Tricky, but I am resourceful. Yeah. Loving the videos. Does Miss 2.0 ever go out with you? Whiskey.
Not yet.
Not yet. I have an extra hammock for now. Yeah. But I would probably give you this one because
it's getting cold now.
It is getting cold. But I'd give you the heated jacket.
I need it.
And I've got. So I got heated gloves too. Oh, what I was going to say, when I did my very first ever hammock camp, when that snowstorm came up, I couldn't feel my fingertips for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. My toes, I couldn't feel the tips of my toes.
Was that before or after your stroke?
Oh, that was way before my stroke. That was January, February, March, 2 months before the stroke. And then I couldn't feel my toes. Hi from PA. Came across, started watching your channel about a month ago. Enjoy your adventures. Absolutely.
You too.
Thank you very much.
Let's know what you do.
And I try to every couple days because the channel is growing. It's growing, I think, in the last 28 days. I believe it grew over 2,008 views. 208,000 views. So people are subscribing, and I try to go on to YouTube. On my dashboard, it says subscribers. Now, if you're not public, I won't see you on there. But if you have a channel and you are posting content that is fairly recent, I mean, within a year, let's say you posted something and it says it's been 10 months ago, 11 months ago, I'm going to subscribe to you because you subscribe to me. One, because subscriptions don't cost anything, right? But it helps all of our stuff. I'm from Shamokin, so everywhere you go, Old Grunt, hey, yeah. I checked the places out. The one in the Plaza, Shamokin Dam, was one I got kicked out of. Was great. Really? Were you there after I was there? Old Grunt? Yeah, Old Grunt is that. You're not too far from me. Maybe we could get together sometime. Definitely. Let's see. Steel Time. Yeah, I saw somebody. I forget who it was. They saw me one day and said, "Hey, Random Adventures 2.0." They said, 50 days after I had the stroke, Rachel, our daughter, dropped me off at the Walmart, and I went up into the picture within. Okay, Dickinson. I'll talk about that in a second, but that's a function on the camera. But when I walked up in there 50 days after the stroke and I camped in that area, a guy told me that he didn't know that that spot even existed, so he took his 2 sons up there and camped in that spot near Walmart after that. But so that is so awesome. Hey, Stealth Monkey, how you doing? Brother, I'm loving your videos. Now, with the frame-in-frame picture, the way that I get that on the camera or on the videos, that is a function on the S21. If you tap on more, where you have, it lists all the things, like you can do video, photos, and then it'll say more or portrait. Click on more. That'll open up more. Imagine that. So it'll open up more, and one of the choices is called Director View. So click on Director View. You can either be you in the little forward picture, or you could be in the big section. You can just switch it back and forth. If you record like that, you can... I found your channel because Steve, yeah. Oh, thank you, John. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah. With that, I have already. What's neat is if you do film with that double exposed picture, and you'll notice on a couple videos, I don't remember when I did it last, but instead of having those 2 pictures, and you watching the same thing for like a minute, all right? I wanted to break it up a little bit. So I take and I crop it so you just see the little picture as a big one. And then I uncrop it, and then you see both. And then I crop it, and you just see the big one. And then I crop it, and you just see me. So crop, 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 crop makes transitions in the editing process and helps keep people's attention, all right? So, and you'll notice, I know I talk about that I haven't been used. I used to use, depending on the video, I used to use a lot of music while I'm walking and I'm not talking. But I've gotten away from that. Just now I use beginning music and end music. However, even though I said that a couple weeks ago, when I walked into the beverage place or the Copmont beverage, the reason you hear music starting is I'm sneaking in to go to it and then walking in, then on my way out, and then sit down at the picnic table, and then the music goes away. That is because inside they were playing music off of a stereo system. So if I would have filmed, because I was placing the camera around, 1, you would have heard different songs. But 2, because of copyright issues, I don't want to have YouTube say, well, we can't use that footage because there's copyright issues, claims with that music. So I overlaid music from my app on top of that. All right. So that's why there's music in the middle of that.
What's been the most scary stealth camp you've had four-wheeling?
The most scariest stealth camp. You would think that it would be the cemetery, right?
No, there's a bunch of dead people.
I know, but I say I know where everybody's at. But I did get scared, though. A little frightened at first. It's about controlling and not letting your mind start racing away with you, because you can get scared anywhere. You can get scared in your living room, right? If you let your mind go to that. But on the one cemetery, I wasn't too afraid with that one because Lisa's grandmother is buried up there, and I felt like I was having a sleepover at Gigi's house, right? Oh man, and she makes the best pierogies in the world. Oh my gosh. She made, and if you don't know what a pierogi is, it's a little dough thing with mashed potatoes and cheese inside of it, and you boil that dough, and oh, it's so good, and butter and onions. Hey, Tony from, is that say California?
Yes, lucky.
All righty, California. Nice. Hey, the one person was from Australia. I saw commented earlier. Said, "Hey, Tony from Australia." I'm from Australia. Oh, down under. I love that. Yeah. What was I saying? Scared. So when I was doing that one, I'm hanging off over top of an old stone wall. There was 2 trees that grew up big enough that I could hang on those trees just on the edge of the cemetery at the top. And lights out, lights off, and it's been a while, maybe a half an hour. I had already started really, really dozing off. I hadn't heard the coyotes yet, because that was later on in the evening. But I heard crunch, crunch, like footsteps. I was getting a little anxious because I started thinking that sounds like footsteps, and they're getting closer. And they were just step, step, and step. And I'm reaching up to my headlamp, and I turn my headlamp on, and I turn the camera on, and I'm shining. And later I found out that I was filming backwards. I wasn't filming forward. And I'm talking like, oh my gosh, there's a possum. So there was a possum sneaking his way down to where I was at. So I think I was in his spot. All right. So that was kind of scary, but I would say the most stealth camping, scariest place that I've been was going to be that abandoned building. I heard a lot of noises, even though when I did my walk around was to see if there was anybody actually staying there. But when I was doing it, that would have been scary. I'm glad that you were not.
You had a stroke in the woods?
Yeah, I'm glad I was not in the woods. I was actually at work when I had the stroke. And I think I explained a little bit of that. If you ever want to, go and watch the stroke series, early days of me recording from the hospital, because the day that I had the stroke, it was my 1-year anniversary for the channel, which was March 24th. And when I had the stroke, I hit 500 subscribers on that same day. And I picked up the camera. I said, hey, I hit 500 subscribers and had a stroke. No, literally, I had a stroke. And from there, I began the stroke series on recovery. But yes, very good that I did not. And, you know, every 40 seconds, someone has a stroke. So, hi from Camp Hill.
Where?
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh, here.
Reason no. Yes, yes. Oh, one of the things I was going to say, I look on YouTube every once in a while. So if you've got a channel, I will mutually subscribe to you. But if I don't, go ahead and send me a message or a comment on one of them. Say, hey, take a look at my channel. I sub to you. Take a look at my channel. I don't mind you saying that because I may have missed you. And I want to make sure that I subscribe to everybody.
Camp with an air horn.
Camp with an air horn. You know what? Hey, Alpine Warrior was telling me, and I see him up there. Hey, I'm glad you're still here, brother. We were talking about setting up things, kind of not booby traps, but early warning things. So you're going to see some things as I get a little bit of funds. There's some things that I want to purchase that I have an idea for. And then he also told me that he watched somebody yo-yo fishing reel, a yo-yo reel. And the guy didn't use it for fishing. He used it as a like a tripwire, and it automatically reels in, but hooked a can to it and put a rock to hold the can out there until someone tripped over it. So there's some things that I want to do that I was thinking about. Now, I do have a paracord. It's over on the table. Bear bells. They're little bells. They're magnetic. And when they're in the bag, they don't ring. But when you take them out, set them up, if something were to hit that cord, they would ring. So I set that up in an abandoned building, but I haven't used it since.
How about a Halloween special overnighter?
Halloween special overnighter.
Like a haunted house at Knoebels.
Oh, that haunted house in Knoebels. You know, they're doing those signs now. I see them.
Really?
Yeah. So that's at the gun place. There's a gun skeet shoot. I do want to do a couple of. Oh, what am I gonna say? Am I gonna say about that? No, I was gonna share with you some ideas that I have. But okay, what's coming up this week? All right, take the camp hat off. And I'll put my Callaway hat on. So I used to golf a lot. All right. Well, I only started golfing probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Fell in love with it. So I have a Callaway golf bag. And since the stroke, I've been thinking. So I got my red Tiger Woods red Sunday red shirt with my little Nike symbol there. So this was my outfit, my disguise. The video coming up this week, I'm going to just tell you what it's going to be about so that you make sure to hit that notification button if you haven't, because you don't want to miss this one. I get dropped off at a golf course. Now, I've got my golf bag. I spent a better part of a day, and I took the golf bag, and on the side pocket, there's a zipper. I have a X-Acto knife or a razor blade. I unzipped it, and I went along the zipper so that not to destroy the bag, and just cut a line and then an L-shaped line and made an interior flap open so I could reach in there into the part where the handles of the clubs go, because you can't reach in there normally. You can't get in there. So if you drop anything from the top, it's stuck down there. And I found some things down in there, like a club cover that I thought I lost a couple of years ago. It was in the bottom of that bag, but you can't reach it. You got to turn it upside down, shake it. And who does that? So I took most of the clubs out. There's a couple clubs that I stuck in there back in, and I took all of my camping stuff, the tarp, this hammock, my cooking set, my pot, my griddle. Oh, and we used this to make pancakes the other day. Very good. And I stuffed everything into my Callaway golf bag, and it became my stealth camping bag. So I get dropped off at the golf course later in the evening, about an hour and 10 minutes before sunset. And then I'm walking around the golf course with my tripod and camera. And it's the back nine. Most people are trying to finish up. There was only a couple kids fishing down at the one pond. And there was one guy that was still golfing. He was on like a 14 hole and 15. And then it wraps around 16. Then it crosses over the road, 17 and 18 into the clubhouse. So I got dropped off at the one, and I walked across like I was just strolling, out for a walk with my golf bag, but it was really my stealth bag. And then I got to a point where nobody was around, and then I could sneak into the woods. Now, that was before I had the night vision goggles. Man, I wished I had them with me. Because I would have loved to have used them, because I know there was geese in the field at night and things like that. And I believe I've already seen deer in that field, so that would have been great to see. All right.
Whiskey Adventures and Owl Hunter, and I plan on doing a Halloween overnighter. That would be cool, Tony, if you did one.
Oh yeah. I think I might do one. I just
don't know where to go.
I don't know what I would do. I have to think about it a little bit. I know Stealth Camping Alliance this month is the airport. So there's a couple airports locally, and I visited them, but they're very small airports, and there is like zero activity in them. There's not planes taking off. The closest one for me would be way up in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton International Airport. And I did do a drive around for that one.
Harrisburg.
Yeah, there is a Harrisburg one too. But
also Lehigh, wherever the one we went.
Caddyshack episode. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure I could have found a groundhog or two. But I did find a golf ball, and I forgot to grab it in the morning because I know I say my son Riley's coming to pick me up in the video, and it's not changed, but actually Lisa, Miss 2.0, came and picked me up because she was out for a run that morning and then decided to come and pick me up. So that is going to be on Thursday, 5 o'clock. So hit that notification bell. That is going to be a very, very, very fun overnight. And I do go out on the green at night and get some pictures. And I use the Olight O bulb in that as well to get a little bit of casting of light just to give some contrast in the night filming. So yeah, Facebook group on Stealth Camping Alliance is a Facebook group that a lot of like Whiskey Adventures and a lot of the guys, Hidden Hammock, different guys, a lot of us are a part of. Now, how I, just to let you know how I got to be a part of that group is when I did that overnight hammock camp in the town of Centralia that's on fire when it was 18 degrees out and 30-mile-an-hour winds blowing. I slept overnight in that hammock, and Squib, who is part of the Stealth Camping Alliance, watched my video, commented on my video how much he liked it, and said he wants to camp in that area sometime as well in a cemetery up there, an old cemetery. So the town is basically abandoned.
Riggs gotta go.
Okay. Yes, Riggs, take care. God bless you, brother. We're getting ready to go here too soon. But God bless you, and thank you for jumping on and participating. I love it. Sorry. So when I had done that video, Squib said, hey, check out a group called Stealth Camping Alliance. I think you'll like it. So I did in January, and then I saw that they were having a March challenge. Now, they have challenges, and you can go out and participate or not participate and just watch. Doesn't mean you have to participate if you're part of the group, but it's a place that we can post our videos of stealth camping. All right, so I posted the March Bridge Challenge, and then 2 days later had the stroke. And most of the time was when you post a video on there, you do it as a premiere, and then everybody tries to watch it. So I had set the premiere for a Friday night. And when I had the stroke 2 nights later, it was going to premiere. And I was able to get on at the hospital room, and the nursing staff said, we won't bother you during your premiere. And they allowed me to watch it on my phone and stuff and make the best I could comments. But a lot of guys from the Stealth Camping Alliance became very supportive once they knew I had the stroke and watched it, because I believe I posted that I had the stroke and that the premiere was still going to go on. And that was a great thing for me as far as support from that community. And that is a great, great, great community. Just like we're building a great community and very caring for one another community here on Random Adventures 2.0 family. And if you haven't figured this out yet, it's 2.0. And I used to do 2 and then turn my end, but now it's 2, drop the finger, and then O. All right, 2.0 family. And I think that is it, hun. I think we are, an hour and 30 minutes. So we've been on for quite a while. Good night, everybody. Hey, thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining our Sunday Night Live. We will see you in 2 weeks, Lord willing. And like I said,
Good night, everyone.
This week's video is the Callaway. Lisa just said good night, everyone. And remember, it's just one adventure at a time. 2.0 out. Have an amazing week this week. And hey, if you didn't go over to the 2.0 family, Random Adventure 2.0 family, go on over there and check that out. And you can post your picture with the Louisiana Crunch Cake on there or anything you want. Throw a video up on there. It's just going to be a neat, neat community and a place for us to...
a drawing sometime, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Definitely. So, all right. Well, good night, everyone. Take care, Darlene. Good night. Good night, four-wheeler. Hey, good night, Lisa.
Hey, good night.
Honey. All right, GM Outdoors. Good night. Good night, Dennis. Hey, Dennis. I'm looking forward to using that little stove you're making. All right, we'll see you. I got to walk over here and turn this off. All right. Hey, good night. See ya.
See you next time.
Next time.
Have a good night.